March episode. Lots of stuff. Sorry, it's going to be long. Not much money spent, but just lots and lots of stuff. I'm going to start off with my. I picked up these the other day. Big thank you to Danny on Facebook. She knows who she is. Thank you. She'd been sort of like clearing some bits out of her house recently, and she found these in a box and popped them up. And hell yeah, did I have to have them? These are the Knights and the Sonic 3D Blast LCD games.
Nasty, horrible licensed pack, but in gorgeous boxes that look really nice on the shelf.
Yeah, right. So they look absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I mean the artwork is well, I think it's a bit above McDonald's toy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a bit above.
A lot of it,
McDonald's
the Knight stuff is literally just ripped out of the game in promotional artwork. The Sonic stuff, I don't know, it's for the 3D Blast stuff, isn't it? So you've got the weird flicky and the slightly odd looking Sonic. So
do you remember playing many of these sort of LCD games in the day?
yeah, but not these ones, because it was more the very early ones before we even had a console. But like Donkey Kong, and I had like one called Battling Bunny as well. It's like on 3 screens. You know, people thought they were cool, like the 2-button like Game & Watch ones. I got a one with 3. It was awesome.
Yeah, so really happy with them. Fabulous conditioning. They look really nice. And when I went over there to pick these up, she was rummaging through her boxes of stuff that she sorted out, and she found this.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, bit of Afterburner. Have not put batteries in it to check it works.
What you need to basically do for realism is sit there and play that. Just sit there and play it.
Alright, I'll put a video on.
Yeah. And then just get someone to come along.
Yeah.
That simulates Afterburner properly. That's the main thing I really remember about it. Is that stick trying to break your hand.
Your whole body flying around the arcade. But so it's yellow through time as anything that's got this sort of colouring does. Yeah, I will let you let you use your imagination. If you've got one of these, do you like them? What do you think of them? Use the comments below, people. That's what they're there for. Yeah, so I've also picked up, what else did I get? Yeah, alright, I picked up these because they're in the game sale. I'm going to get around to playing it soon. I've delayed it for a while after taking some advice. Pick them up, they're in the 15 quid. Reasonable price. They've been like fucking, what are they? I think like 25
22 to 25. 22
yeah,
25.
15, plenty of credit again. And to buy. With bought quite a big Sega package off a local pickup recently. And you'll see many of the games soon. One of the things that was in the package that the lady originally said to me, I'm just going to type this in because it don't work, and that is the ASCII Sega stick, arcade stick. Yeah, Sega Mega Stick, ASCIIware, from ASCIIware. And I plugged it in, and it's fucking gorgeous. As talked about a bit earlier, I mean, the only thing that could really be improved is to add 6 buttons. It'd be really good.
But it's really not a fight stick, is it? It's really not a fight stick. It's very much like Musha or Fruxton or any of the really decent shooters on there, Thunder Force, any of those. That would just be lovely for it. It's got a really nice feel.
Yeah, I mean, you've got like your turbo buttons and how quick you peel them, and you just how quick you peel them, how quick you set them by twisting the dials, and you know, I sort of like the lady said to me it didn't work really, so I sort of before I decided to chuck it, I checked the eBay prices, but shit, I'm checking that first, and. Yeah, I played, what did I use? Street Fighter. I think it's not very good for Street Fighter, but really good for Sonic 2. Really good for Sonic 2. But yeah, happy with that. And now, I bought an item. Now this item is absolutely fantastic. Before I show you this, I'm going to show you the freebie. He sent me the original Stuart from PlayNation Nintendo release video. Okay? Nintendo.
That's a Laserdisc.
Yeah, it's a Laserdisc.
It's a Laserdisc.
No, it's an HD DVD, isn't it? Yeah. Oh wow.
It's really weird because I remember this because I actually had a piece of tape on mine and I used to record
It's
like
a
programs for
VHS.
John and just kind of like.
Yeah, but it looks like it's only got about like what 15 minutes of footage on that tape.
Yeah, there is. It's just enough for one episode.
It's the original promo PlayStation VHS. Now this was a freebie. A guy set up an auction on one of the sites we used, and it was for Sega Amusement Europe Limited. What these are?
It's a kidney bowl. That's what it is. It's a kidney bowl.
A Sega kidney bowl.
But basically, I knew nothing about this or nothing about it. When he put this thing up for auction, I eBay, Googled, YouTube. There was nothing on anywhere about this other than the one you showed me the other night.
Yeah.
And basically, what these are?
They used to have them in the grabbing machines.
Yes, they're in the grabbing. It's fucking on there. It's they used to be in the grabbing machine. Basically, check out the picture of me looking ultra cool. Christmas stocking. Shut up. And basically, they are headphones. Headphones? Well, sort of. See, it's on now.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't want it. They are sunglasses. And with the sunglasses, you get like lovely earphones, blah blah blah. A 2 gig MP3 player with the volume here or there, or you get this lovely little circle. Did you compress?
Fresh.
Yeah, it's taking pictures now. I can hear it, and it takes pictures. 2 megapixel pictures. Which
So not only do you look like a perv, you can be a perv as well.
And the thing is this was back in the 90s.
Yeah.
2 gigabyte,
Yeah.
and then like 2 meg. What?
It's
Must
probably
have
late
been
90s.
proper
I think,
expensive
so.
back in the day.
Yeah.
I tell you. Yeah, I paid 32 quid for those in an auction. That's including postage and everything.
And I say you couldn't buy them. The
No.
only way you could get them
Yeah.
was use out of these grabbing machines, and
Yeah.
there was a big range of different bits and pieces like
Yeah.
that. And some really
What
nice
was that
stuff.
bloody Mega Drive player?
Sega
Sega player. Yeah,
Sega Media player.
yeah. That's
There was loads of stuff like that. They're all just like really nice kind of
It's
little.
when it
techie
tries to download the pictures.
But yeah, so actually onto the games for the month. I'm going to start with bought a Mega Drive bundle, so we'll start with the Mega Drive lots.
Right, I'm just going to get comfortable.
Well, he's the one's got talks. He's the one's been playing most of them. I'm a Play Nation visit recently. I picked up Universal Soldier. I've been wanting this for a while, but it's been, as always, selling for stupid prices on the sites. I saw it quite cheap for just a cartridge. No, it's a conversion of Turrican. And Tony, over to you.
I was actually a bit disappointed with that. I was like, you started playing it, and I was like, don't like it. And I quite liked Turrican 2 and Turrican 1. I remember on the Amiga, they're like one of the few games actually, if I'm right, that used the Master System pad. So you can actually use like jump and like fire.
Turn into your circle and jump around.
Yeah, that was down. That was down to do that. But yeah, so I always liked Turrican, and that just doesn't feel nice. It doesn't feel right. I'm not sure if it's just rose tinted spectacles or whether it's just off. I think it's just off.
What's up?
No, I would look badass in those. So,
well, let's fucking find out.
Right,
here we go. Just that lens needs to be squeezed in. Here we go.
These will actually fit my huge, thick head.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
You know what you look like?
Yeah.
The guy on bloody.
Yeah, they're too small.
Yeah. He actually looks like he should be stood around the president. But notice it's got Sega on the side. So, yeah. I think he's been wanting to try them on all night. That's why he's been saying it. It's the first thing you said earlier. There you go.
Headhunter. Is Headhunter, isn't it?
Yeah.
The guy goes around on the motorbike, bounty hunter. You look like him.
Yeah. And happy.
Yes. I've broken his glasses. I have succeeded.
Yeah. Right. So on to the lot I bought. Yeah, the basically the Mega Drive bundle.
Yeah.
Micro Machines 2 Turbo 1.
Disappointing it hasn't got the multi thing.
Fuck no, yeah.
But
The multi,
it does work with the multi-tap. Though. It does work with the multi-tap, but it doesn't have its own little things on there.
Because those ones were actually non-licensed by Sega, weren't they?
These are non-licensed as well.
Yeah.
These are non-licensed as well.
So
All the Codemaster stuff is unlicensed.
what do you think of that game then?
Hey, it's Micro Machines. It's fun.
Top down.
You can even play it 4 players with 2 controllers.
Yeah. That's the buttons and
You have
so
like
back
left and right on that, and the other
Yeah.
person uses A and C to go
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you can actually have like 4 players with just two controllers, which is cool. So it's still fun. It's a party game. Awesome.
And Sonic 2.
If you
My
couldn't get enough.
favourite Sega game, my favourite Sonic game. Many people prefer the first one, but for me it's got to be this one. I think my biggest thing is this is the actual game I've got with it. This is the game that got me buying a Sega Mega Drive. As I said, many episodes back in something different. I went round to a friend's house at school, lunchtime, had this playing on in the background. Bearing in mind I had no games console back then. I saw that, picked up the pad, and it was for Christmas present. It doesn't matter, Mum, this is what I want for Christmas, and I got it. Christmas Day, they had to drag me downstairs to see the family because I did not want to turn this. I had this in Alien 3, and I mean, I got to the point on this game where I could complete it, all 7 Chaos Emeralds, and not die once. Played so much, and I loved it. And yeah, what can you say? It's
I am in the camp of the first one. But I particularly like the 3DS version of the first one because you've kind of like got the spin dash and stuff like that.
Yeah, they added them, didn't they?
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I also think that perhaps 3 and Knuckles is probably the best game of all of them.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I think nostalgia kicks in for like 1 and 2. I think nostalgia kind of kicks in for 1 and 2.
Being in the era when you're playing.
Yeah, because 3 and 4 were kind of at the
good.
end.
They're really good. Yeah.
4.
4. Yuck.
No. When I say 4,
Yuck.
when I say 4, I normally mean Knuckles.
Just to clear that up, 4. Yuck. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so next on we've got Desert Strike. I had a cool story with this. When this came out, there's a place in our town that used to rent video games. Went in for a night, weren't it? It was all 2 nights.
2 nights.
2 nights. And I picked this up, and I think it was on a Friday, and I basically stayed awake for like 40 hours to make sure I finished before I took it back. And I went home after taking this back, fell asleep on the sofa, and all I was doing was playing the game in my dream. Yeah.
Simon beat you on that because he actually did that with Phantasy Star 2.
Yeah.
Phantasy Star 2!
That's mad. I do fucking love this game. This is brilliant. But in fact, there was nothing else like it at all, was there?
No, it's fantastic.
Nothing. This was a pickup from PlayNation. Jimmy White's well-win snooker, which Tony informed me he just can't play at all.
No, I know. I knew I couldn't play it because look at that. I mean, seriously, look at all the options you've got for like the shot and the spin and this and that.
This and number 2 for the Dreamcast. I've played the death. I really, really, really like these games. Many hours. Problem is,
I think much better on the Amiga.
As soon as the computer gets to go, they tend to get like a 40 break every time. So there's a steep learning curve.
You have to play it with friends.
Yeah.
You have to play it with friends. I used to with the Amiga. We'd rather play Archie McLean's pool or Jimmy White's snooker.
Yeah.
Pool was more popular because everyone knows pool. Everyone knows how to play pool.
Yeah.
And we just sort of sit there and play that. Normally play in teams, like doubles sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it was just really, really enjoyable and a really fun game on the Amiga. So it's still the same sort of thing on that. But it's just like I think it's a little clunkier with the thing. Graphics aren't bad. Graphics are actually quite impressive, But not bad.
Then we go on to Super Thunderblade. I played this briefly on the Mega Drive. I think when I had it on the Mega Drive, I borrowed it something as part of a multi-pack. But
multi-pass.
And when I played this most of it, it was actually on the Sega Mega Drive collection. The reason was because you had to do something in it to unlock something.
Space Harrier.
And it wasn't easy.
You had to get that
high score, and it wasn't easy at all. And this is not an easy game to go on.
Basically, there's a trick. I think there's a figure 8 pattern you've got to do.
Yeah.
You just keep doing it. You just keep doing it, and eventually, if you're lucky, you do it.
It does involve a lot of luck. Yeah, this is like one of the ones that had the really cool sticks in the arcade. It had one of its own machines. It's one of
the worst super scaler ones. The worst one is Galaxy Force 2. That's the worst super scaler conversion.
Yeah.
But that's not a great conversion of it. It's not bad, it's not horrible, but when you compare it to things like Outrun or Afterburner or Space Harrier or Hang On, it just doesn't hold up, does it?
Yeah.
I don't think.
No, not at all. I completely agree with it. It doesn't. I mean, over time as well, no, it's just... It's one of those ones you can play a blast game, 10-15 minutes, die once or twice and you're done.
It just really annoys me that all these other ones, Sea Love and Enduro Racer doesn't.
Yeah.
Enduro Racer was on the same superscaler technology and everything else, and we never see it anywhere. I don't think they've ever released it on anything. Ever.
No.
They had the Master System version, but that wasn't even the same game.
On to a game that Tony is really happy with. Well, this is part of the pack, I didn't have it, and I knew Tony was going to love playing it. And this doesn't belong to our friends, because it's not this one, but that is Back to the Future. Yeah, I mean, I was just told this is a really, really bad game. However, off reference at the moment.
All you've got to do is look at the label.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously?
What's the first thing that it says?
Firstly, it says Acclaim.
Yeah.
But secondly, just look at the label.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. There's no picture. There's no anything. Look at any of the other one. It's just like this horrible blank, you have been ripped off, sorry, kind of thing on it. And you got Back to the Future written on it in free and
yeah, that's going to be nice.
Nice little paper thing to remove.
A Million Ways to Die in the West, the recent Seth MacFarlane film, was pretty cool because there's a little section in there, about 3 minutes long, that goes back to a little Back to the Future reference. Really cool. Go watch the film. Tell me what you think.
But yeah, that's basically the bit I played, the horse chasing bit where you got to save the lass from falling down into Clayton Ravine.
Well, okay. So happy?
I didn't buy it, thank God.
I didn't pay much. It was part of the packaging. Gunship. That's how the colours of chocolate today.
Yeah, for some weird reason, they decided to cross
LHX.
sim-like scrolling bits with Shoplifter. I do not know why.
Dun, dun, dun,
US gold. But yeah, so the original Gunship, which is this is Microprose basic thing. It's done from Microprose, and that on the Amiga was like this really cool kind of helicopter flight sim, Thunderhawk precursor, sort of thing. And this is just a mess. I didn't even get to play the funky Shoplifter bits. That's what I wanted to play.
Oh, they look good.
I wanted to play that.
Yeah, they look
You've
good.
got footage there. There's footage of it there because the computer plays it for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that looks really cool. I want to play Shoplifter. You know, I don't want to play that.
That's the Tony leaving footage running to say, I don't know if I want to play this. Yeah. Gunship. On to Fantastic Dizzy. Once again, property of Andy Shirley. Yeah, I played very little Dizzy.
And it's also for a corner shop as well.
Yeah, is it?
Family choice.
Oh my God, family choice, £9.99 back in the day, back in my day.
I only remember playing a couple of Dizzies, and they were on the
Spectrum and stuff. Yeah.
Amiga.
Yeah. The problem
Wasn't one
I
on the
had.
Dragon? I'm sure I played one on the
Yeah,
Dragon.
they were everywhere.
Fantasy. Well,
Yeah, there was
Dizzy.
Fantasy, Fantastic Disney. There was loads of them. But the thing is, they were like £1.99 games, and when they stepped it up to like a £30 cartridge, I don't think it really compares. I don't think it's really that good.
As it says on the cover, an action-packed cart to keep all game freaks busy for weeks.
You'll be busy for weeks, all right, because he could only carry about 2-3 things, couldn't he? You had to drop one to go pick up another one.
Don't we love that in
And
games?
then remember where you left it.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 01, you did.
Yeah,
God, you did that.
God, I borrowed that off you, didn't I? 01, 01. Resident Evil 0. But yeah, this next
don't
game.
tempt them. There'll be 01, 02, 03, 04.
Then the HD remakes.
Yeah.
Air Force LHX Attack Chopper. This is another game that I actually spent some time playing. Another thing, other than the rental, very bad. I couldn't agree more. Other than the rental shops, we had a rental van that used to come round our road. And
Was it one of those little Bedford minis?
Yes, it was. It was £3.50. He gave you a wallet, and all it had in it was the instructions. And once you picked your game, he gave you the cartridge, and that was it. You paid £3.50 per game, and you got it for a week. So I paid £3.50 for this. Played it for a sum of 35 minutes, and thought, what a pile of complete unplayable crap. And then didn't bother playing it again. Once I'd returned the cartridges, I never got any other games. I blamed him, the guy that actually let me rent this, for playing it. Crap. And you paid for footage.
Yes, it's still pretty horrible. Yeah, it was just. I would say it's better, minus the Shoplifter parts.
Yeah.
Of the other one.
Okay.
The Gunship one.
Yeah.
I would say as a helicopter flight sim, it's better. But that's kind of like saying I would rather cut my toes with a chainsaw rather than a nuclear bomb. You know what I mean? It's yeah, you know.
Right, and on to dinner, Bad Bang Returns. I assume this was obviously sold in
Side
France.
scroller
It's
beating
got
up.
a massive sticker all in French on the back.
Side scrolling,
Spanish.
a bit like
Mexican.
Yeah,
like Double Dragon
super
style.
bland box.
That one isn't. That's the Super Nintendo one. The Super
yeah,
Nintendo
yeah.
one's like Final Fight. This one's more of a sideways scrolling beat 'em up. Shinobi, I would probably say.
I
Shinobi.
think isn't.
And
they-
then
they
you've got a
revamped
couple
this
of
up.
driving
They
bits.
revamped this up for the Mega CD, I think. I've
Yeah.
got that on the Mega
Yeah.
CD.
The driving bits of the Mega CD are fantastic. The Mega CD driving bits are fantastic. They're really, really good. It's almost worth buying a Mega CD just for the driving bits on Batman. You know,
Yeah.
but a couple of people did that. So back in the day. It's getting.
Any good?
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's very Shinobi-esque and stuff. And I got to Catwoman and she eventually kicked my ass after much flipping and bouncing. Yeah. So.
Ass kicked by Selena Kyle. Streets of Rage on the Mega Drive. The first time I played this, I played it on the Master System, and I now own every version of it. Really good game, but for some strange reason, I thought that number 2 was superior.
2 was much better than this, but it was a very strong start. Yeah. I was really impressed.
I enjoyed the Call the Police with the rocket launchers.
Yeah, I was really impressed with this. I mean, 2 is actually a much better game. And again, I think 3 is the best.
And also, with 2, you can see Blaze's knickers better when you're going to fly and kick. And number 3, I agree, is the best, as long as you're not playing the fucking European version.
Yeah, as long as you're playing like Burning Knuckle, whatever it's called, like the Japanese one. You know, preferably with English text.
Yeah.
But yeah, but then the colours are the right way round.
Available via Xbox Live Arcade.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So.
Or what you do is you get your machine, you get it switched, and basically both games are in the same place. You just flick it to the Jap version. Works on some games, but not all the games. Yeah, I really love the Streets.
It's still really good. It's still really good. I mean,
considering it holds up today.
Yeah, I think that at the time that was probably as good as anything on the Super Nintendo scored in days.
Yeah.
And they actually had quite some strong contenders. And really, all you really had on this was Golden Axe, which is a very good game.
Yeah.
Very good game. We had Golden Axe and a few things like that. That kind of added something to the game. They sort of said, look, we can do this. Lots of nice character variety. That's one thing we've noticed when we've been playing the Neo Geo ones.
Yeah.
Very little character variety in some of those.
Blaze wearing trousers in there.
It's like, look, have you actually ever noticed certain things? Look, there's a guy shooting, like down there. Look, see?
Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, and what is it? That guy up in the window there. And it's really weird because for a start, he's wearing the 2-player colours. He's wearing the Adams stuff. There was something about the artist for this, and he did 3 other pictures.
Yeah.
And they're all basically using the same stuff. They're all basically using
coming out of the drain.
Yeah, Toxic. That's Toxic Crusader.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I recently, on the Xbox Live Collection, played through number 1, 2, and 3, and there's not a weak game among them. As I said, the PAL version number 3 isn't great.
No.
It's a whole level to start off with, amongst many other things. But yeah, really good, really hold up, really happy with that. And on to the original, Sonic the Hedgehog, Tony's favourite. So, what do we think, Tony?
It's good.
He's good. He's very good.
I really enjoyed that. I didn't get it for ages. I didn't get a Mega Drive until Sonic 2 came out. Literally,
I played this back a year after Sonic 2 because I played Sonic 2 Death and I got this.
It was literally day of release. I got Sonic 2 and I got Sonic 1 because it was cheap at the time.
Yeah.
Very cheap at the time. I got one of those as well.
I bought this from one of our local shops for I think it was something like £2 back in the day. Because once number 2 came out, the original whatever was worth nothing.
It was worth like £3.
Yeah, it was worth nothing at all. Yeah, really good. Finished it all the chaos. The one thing I would say is good about Sonic 1 and 2 is the Chaos Emeralds. For the first one, you go through the twisty bits to get Chaos Emeralds, and the second one, they introduce the jumping over each other, running into the screen. Now, those are brilliant. They're really good. I really enjoy them.
So I kind of prefer these.
Yeah.
I actually prefer the spinny around
pinball
because I like pinball and stuff, and I like that sort of style.
I like pinball. I'm just rubbish at it.
I would rather it was slightly more pinball-y. I mean, it would be nice to have flippers and a few other bits and pieces built. Yeah. That would be cool.
Space Harrier 2! Really not a very good version because I haven't played this. I sold mine while I was in the manual. Yeah, I don't really think this is a very good conversion.
No, I was playing it, I didn't think much of it at all. So, yeah, I mean, just look at the artwork of the guy. I'll take a picture. I'll show you a picture of the artwork of the actual guy on the cover.
He couldn't get enough of the first one, he had to go for number 2.
Yeah, it's just one of the things that's not very good. I mean, I really like the Master System version, and it's not as good as the Master System version. Do you agree?
I'd probably say that,
Yeah.
It just seems very off. In the Master System version, you use imagination.
Yeah.
Just use your imagination.
That's how you most of the Master System.
You have to. Because,
got Jungle Strike. So
another game of a helicopter.
Urban Strike.
A good one.
And we're in cities, and we're blowing up buildings and trying to go around them. And
some modified.
Trying to navigate bridges without crashing into them, which is bloody hard.
Desert Strike.
Yeah, this is the
up-to-date version with the stealth helicopter.
Urban Strike is the third one. The fourth one was Nuclear Strike. And I've already got.
Was it nuclear or Soviet?
I said there's a nuclear and Soviet, so it's like fourth and fifth one in there.
Yeah.
So yeah. That wasn't the one I've already got at home. Desert Strike, Urban Strike, Jungle Strike. Jungle Strike's number 2.
Yeah,
Urban Strike, then
Then
Yeah,
either
then one of them two. Yeah.
Nuclear
I have
Strike
this. I've
or-
got a Saturn version of Nuclear Strike, so whichever one it is.
Oh, I've got all five. I
Freaking
could go and look.
Yeah, it's freaking hard. Yeah. But yeah, typical Desert Strike formula. Pretty good game. What do you think of this? No, I haven't played this one.
Yeah, it's kind of it's hard going back to it. You know, I had the same problem with Desert Strike as well. It feels very difficult. It was difficult back in the day, but you learn to play it quite quickly.
Yeah. They made the helicopter look like a stealth fighter.
I never really played Urban Strike that much. I played Jungle Strike a bit. I played Desert Strike a lot. I've never really played that one that much. I've been meaning to. I've got it sitting there.
By Granite-based software, Electronic Arts. Shoot 'em up of the year, 93% in Sega Power. Yeah. It's got 16 megs of power, this one. That's just watching.
Puny! 16 megs
of power. How many megs of power have you got?
Probably about 100 and something odd. Puny.
You need to do an animation of cartridges. No, I'm doing that. Mega Games 1. This is pretty much the collection everyone's got in it.
Yeah.
This is the one with only 3 on it. Oh, because there's a collection that's got 6 on it as well.
Isn't the one with 9 on it as well?
There's quite. There's actually a really rare one.
There's a good one with Gunstar Heroes on it.
On this one, you have Super Hang-On, Columns, and there's a football game.
I think literally you have Super Hang-On because it's the only one I've got to play.
All right, World Cup 19 Columns. It says on the front as we look at the back.
Yeah.
We've talked about all these in the past. Enjoyable. Multicat.
Multipass.
Yeah. And the last 2 Mega Drive actually got off with a trade with Danny, who I got the LCDs from earlier. Start off with a bit of arcade. Well, not arcade, obviously Mega Drive. Strider. I've never played the Mega Drive version. The only time I've actually played through Strider 1 is on the PlayStation. When you bought Strider 2, you got the Strider 1 on a different disc. That's the only time I played through, and that was the arcade.
Yeah.
So
very close. It's very close. It's not quite perfect. It isn't quite perfect. It feels a little squishy, a little off. It doesn't help as well. I'm playing on my Power Mega Drive.
Yeah.
That doesn't help either. No, of course it doesn't help at all. But it does feel a bit off. But it's still a really damn good game. Really good game. Typical classic, fantastic Capcom.
Yeah.
Up with the Ghouls and Ghosts and the UN Squadrons. You know?
That's cool. And Burning Force by Namco. Yeah, we well, I come aware that Danny had this with trade and we talked about things to trade, and I asked Tony what he thought of it, and we didn't know, so we YouTube, we wowed and thought, yeah, that looks
well, no, I have played that, but it was just like a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know, I played so many import bloody things that.
But his memory holds a lot more than his bloody memory. Yeah, but yeah, I've really, what we saw, really impressive.
Because when you start off, it's like Space Harrier, but you can only move on the bottom of the screen. You can only move left and right. Then you get boosted, and you get like spacey ship bits and stuff, and you can kind of like start flying around like Space Harrier. So it is literally like Space Harrier.
Yeah.
So, at first I thought, oh, this is cool, but it's not quite as good as Space Harrier. And then you get the Space Harrier bits, and you're like, oh, cool! You know, you're just kind of zooming around.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. It's not like super fantastic. It would have been nicer if it was perhaps like on the Saturn.
Yeah.
Like running with a bit more power and, you know, better sort of super scaling and stuff like that. But still, that's actually a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
What other way could you send your Saturday nights? Ask it.
Could you send your Saturday nights?
Yeah, send your Saturday nights to a different way.
Yeah, to a different way? Different way of what?
Yeah, different worldwide. You know, you could go up and down, left, right, press A, B, or C. I really don't know what I'm talking about most of the fucking time. I just don't. I get lost. I see a moth fly by and I think, oh, beautiful, sunshine.
Oh, shiny.
Shiny, maybe
Shiny.